Hello, it's Angus here at the Bureau of Meteorology. This is the National Weather Forecast. We're going to dive in and take a look at the weather this weekend. That'll be the 4th and 5th of July, and all that wet, windy, slightly nasty weather from the week is clearing up. Our succession of cold fronts and powerful weather systems down here moving into the Tasman Sea and over Australia. It's this high pressure which becomes the dominant pattern coast to coast this weekend. A little bit of rainfall across Australia's interior, but away from that, it will be fairly dry. Let's fly around the states for Saturday's forecast. Starting up in Queensland, a lovely crisp winter's day here, some quite fresh morning temperatures, and then a clear sunny afternoon. We're tracking towards 23 degrees in Brisbane for the high, 23 to 28 across the east coast. A few showers possible north of Townsville, dry everywhere else. New South Wales also seeing a lovely clear winter's day. For the most part, it will be sunny across the east coast, a high of 19 in Sydney. A little bit cloudier through southern and inland parts of the state, including down here around Canberra, a mixture of sunshine and cloud with 13 degrees, and certainly some cloud as we head across the Riverina and the lower western. Most temperatures, though, within a couple of degrees of their seasonal average for both the daily high and the overnight low. A little southwest wind will drift across Victoria tomorrow. That will push a few relatively light showers on and south of the mountain ranges, including maybe for Melbourne, parts of southern Gippsland, out towards the Otways and the southwest coast. Rainfall in those areas will just be low, just another 1 to 3 millimetres. But after such a wet week, that could be enough to keep the soil pretty squelchy and soft underfoot. Northern parts of the state will be dry but fairly cloudy, and those temperatures are near average. Quite a strong wind across Tasmania on Saturday. That'll pick up some showers and blow them onto western areas too. Queenstown down to the far south here. Hobart actually picking up some morning showers. Should clear up and become fairly bright for the afternoon, but just a high of 10 degrees. That wind has really got some bite to it. And northern and northeastern spots, including Launceston, dry, but still feeling rather chilly, between 9 and 12 degrees. And it's not often that we say that people in South Australia will be sick of the rainfall, but that's probably the case after what has been a wet week so far. So good news there, some drier conditions heading in for this weekend. It will be quite cloudy across the state. And in terms of wet weather, maybe just a little bit, some drizzle across the peninsulas, the Eyre Peninsula, the York and the Fleurieu Peninsulas, King Island, and perhaps the Mount Lofty Ranges could pick up just the slightest bit of rain. Adelaide looking good for a dry day, but a high of 15. Out towards Western Australia, we've got fine conditions, but quite cloudy conditions across the southern half of the state, all the way from the South Australia border out towards the west coast. Perth, a mixture of sunshine and cloud, headed towards 20 degrees as the high. If you do live out west and you're north of Perth, let's say about Lancelin northwards, then there shouldn't be much cloud to contend with, just bright blue skies and sunshine. And finally, we look at northern Australia. Now, this is where we're seeing some of that unseasonal rainfall is out over the southern NT tomorrow, including the likes of Alice Springs and Uluru. That could cause a bit of disruption, could close a few outback roads, and just create some general muddiness over Australia's outback. From Tennant Creek northwards, much drier conditions are expected. Lovely weekend up in Darwin, a high of 32 degrees there for Saturday. And a quick look at Sunday as well, since we are headed into the weekend. Primarily fine weather across Australia, but each coastline has something to be aware of. So some showers across the New South Wales coast, including for Sydney, as well as some very large waves, so take care near the coastline. Pretty fine conditions across the rest of the southeast, but still quite cool and cloudy. Relatively clear across northern Australia. Meanwhile, in the southwest, the next cold front arrives, and that one will be moving onto the Perth region towards the afternoon or evening hours. So a damp finish to the weekend there after plenty of sunshine before that. You can find weather info and observations and forecasts on the Bureau's website and app. But thank you so much for watching today. Have a great weekend.